So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, it's great to be here.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. So we're very much on the way now. Who do you, Jim, see making a difference here?
Yeah, Marcelo. He's pretty much a defender in name alone, to be honest, because his biggest contributions always seem to come at the other end of the pitch. He's great at controlling the ball when under pressure and seems to have a great knack for finding that half a yard to dig out a cross. He's got a decent shot. Shevchenko!
And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Oh, this looks sharp. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Yamal has it out wide and in space. And that has been cleared. The ball is loose and the chase is on. And Hullet! And that's another fine save.
Great stop from the keeper. That was something else. He's definitely coming out on top at the moment.
And we have our very first corner. He's having a shot! It's loose now and they want to get it back. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Stam. And kept out by the...
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
It's their second corner of the game. Hullet plays it short.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
So, Jim, what have you made of what we've seen so far?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Marcelo kept his eye on it, and he's there. And here's Shevchenko. Conte. Now, what about a counter-attack? And it's made its way to him. He is through here. He's one-on-one, surely. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Knocks it out wide. Engages and forces him off the ball. And it's Hullet. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost just the keeper in his way. And real chance! And he's there to clear it. No way through. Now it's Hullet. Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. Thuram running with intent. Neither side yet able to find the net. Aimed beyond the defence. Now it's Yamal. Oh, great chance! And he's shapes to shoot! It's in! And we have liftoff! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Messi are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
And he's picked it up out wide. Pepe cuts out the pass. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Takes a shot!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Conte. Turns back here, probably the best option. Yamal did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Oh, delightful ball. Lampard. He's been bundled over. That is a foul. Cannavaro has got the wrong side of the referee and got himself a yellow card for his troubles.
Well, he pushed his luck to the very limit, and the refs just lost patience with him.
Pullet ready to try one. Great chance here to level it up. Pullet! Conte couldn't squeeze it through. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Threads one in. And shifted it to the flank. Lampard looking to pass their way up the pitch. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Probing pass. Conte.
And Messi really should be happy to let this half run out now and go again second.
Marcelo looking to play him in. Pullet, the magician-in-chief, his feet twinkling. Guardiola. Lampard. And here's Shevchenko. Yamal. Schmeichel breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. That is good alertness. Now it's Pullet. Done delicately. Yamal finding himself in space. Marcelo. That's Guardiola. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Oh, that's well spotted. And for the first half, that is that. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Haven't played that badly. Getting caught again on the counter-attack is unlikely. They're switched on to that and still very much in this game.
Anagata can be fairly satisfied then. It's so far so good for them and it's 1-0 at the break.
Changement. Le numéro 18. À sa place, le numéro 10. Ibrahimovic.
So the action resumes. Anagata currently ahead by the smallest of margins. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance. Well, chance! And that's a sharp finish. They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
après 48
It
minutes
was
de
a
jeu.
great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
We're looking at a different game now.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
And reclaimed it in a trice. Great vision. He's in a great position here. Yamal unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Pepe calmly anticipates. That is Conte. Yamal. Chance here to counter. Lobbed in behind. Neatly clipped into space. It's a promising position. Oh, it's come loose. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Pull it. And this is... Can he finish? Oh, the ball's... Oh, he's been caught napping. Oh, that's horribly mistimed, and it's given. Penalty. And that really is the last thing they wanted to do. So this to turn it right round. What a save from Peter Schmeichel! Oh, he's missed it.
You couldn't ask for a better opportunity to equalise, but now he'll feel like the opposition have just scored.
Corner number 3 coming up.
Changement. Le numéro 17. Pour le remplacer, le numéro 27. Sylvestre.
Bullet goes short. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Annecy have the chance to go the other way. Gets a good foot in there. Nicely weighted ball. In towards the back stick. And the chances keep on coming. They're awarded another corner. Liverpool get their 4th corner. Annecy are looking to go forward now. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Seedorf. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Oh, that's a key interception. And now they can clear their lines. Pull it. Annecy perhaps contemplating their next change here. Now this could be a chance.
Ibrahimovic really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Pullet, forever the opportunist. A sniff, that's all he needs. This is a promising build-up. Over to the right flank. It's a good spell of possession, this. And it's Hullet. Out towards the flank. Guardiola. And Shevchenko! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Now that looks a decent ball. Yamal ventures forward.
Changement en cours.
And he's forced to go back. Gerrard, with his sights permanently trained on that bottom corner. Gerrard. Tries to pass it through. And he's managed to get free.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
He's found the way through. He's a sharp little ball here. Gerrard cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
He needs a minder, and one of his teammates should be picking up on that, and quickly.
A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won.
He has found the way through. Now there's a fine ball.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Ibrahimovic. Buffon clears without hesitation.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Seedorf. Nesta. Zanetti. This looks promising. He's shifting through the gears here. Foot in. Liverpool can breathe again. Just.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
And it's Shevchenko. And this is Lampard. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Marcelo gets across to intercept that. Cruyff. And this is Lampard. And the finish! And for a moment, time stood. The whistle's gone, and the game is over. So it is something for both, but ideal for neither. Both parties having to settle for what they get and hope for better in the weeks ahead. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Listen, the more this game went on, a draw was always likely to be on the card. So overall, I don't think anyone will be complaining too much about what they've got.
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Drury, and hello to everyone.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So we're up and running. Intensity and drive, just two words of many that immediately come to mind when you think of Frank Lampard.
Yamal! Oh, brilliant from Yamal! Well, this is already looking rather ominous for the opposition. When a player of his calibre can open up the scoring with a brilliantly classy finish, it could be a very long match for that defence to prevent it happening again.
Après 2 minutes de jeu par...
Smiles broad and beautiful. That is a cracking hit.
That is simply tremendous. I mean, how easy would it have been to get across it or overhit it? Perfection.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Nice looking ball. It's a pretty loose pass. Spread to the right. And it's Lampard. Pull it. Now it's Yamal. Gerrard. And it's Hullet. Driving on and making good progress. That's been cut out, well played. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Now it's Hullet. Yamal receives it in a good position here. Zanetti looking for the far post, and that has been cleared. And it's made its way to him.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Produces a cross. And the keeper gets his hands on it. And claimed it back swiftly. Hullet. Hullet has created one goal already. And there's the shot! Just off target.
He's not happy, and you'd expect that, but at least there's plenty of appreciation for what was a genuinely fine effort. Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Gerrard, never out of the action for very long. He's picked his way through. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup.
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Pull it. Good ball, good take. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And he's cleared it out of harm's way. A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Diaz. Oh, and that is really good tenacity.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Hullet goes short. Oh, that's a fine interception. And here's Diaz. Schneider. Can he get it through? Gullit picks it up out wide.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Schneider. Gullit cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
He needs a minder, and one of his teammates should be picking up on that, and quickly.
And the pass is intercepted. Now it's Yamal. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Chance! And he's stuck it away. 2 up now, and they are cruising. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react.
There's the shot! Oh, the ball's run loose here, and Gullit! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And it's Gullit. Oh, super! Ibrahimovic! Oh!
Changement. Le numéro 8, Gérard.
Anagata can now introduce the first of their substitutes.
Le numéro 17.
A case now
Le numéro
of
10,
complete control.
Ibrahimovic.
Anagata have run the changes already. They could, of course, make further alterations at half-time. Looking for a runner. That has not gone well. Schneider. No, again there's no way through. Yamal. He's having a pop! Off the post! No, not quite.
Liverpool certainly look sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
Now, what about this cross? That's beautifully weighted. Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time. Well, that was as one-sided as it gets. Only one side have shown up here, and they're just tearing it up at will. Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second.
Organisée autour de ce match. Merci d'avance.
So we're off again.
And Messi really have played into their opponent's hands here, Peter, and they need to sharpen up. They'll get chances in this second half, I'm sure of that. They just have to make sure they don't waste them.
And across it goes. Gullit. Now, can they get him away? Lampard, and that has left him in a heap. Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Marcelo. He's a sharp little ball here. It's Snyder! Against the crossbar. Lacking in accuracy.
And Messi are stuck in a rut, and impatient putts at goal won't really help their cause here. They need somebody to communicate composure and something more constructive.
Diaz. Yamal going face-to-face with his great rival. Goes down, but nothing given. Not the most accurate pass. Pull it. Now that looks a decent ball. And he's worked it through. That's the keeper's ball. Liverpool appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple. Well, the way this game is offering less possession, they'll need to have a very good conversion rate.
It's a searching pass. He shifted it to the flank. Oh, important interception. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
And here's Diaz. Ibrahimovic powering forward here. Always onto this. And it's Zanetti. Pull it in acres of space out wide. Yamal. That pass isn't the best. Conte. Annecy are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Tries to pass it through. Brilliant save from Buffon! He's kept it out, just.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Keeper has taken decisive action. And that's a throw-in. It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. That's a little off target. And here's Yamal. Now this could be a chance. Got it! And that has forced the very best out of the keeper.
I can't quite believe he's missed that, Peter.
Now it's Lampard.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
And that's another good win of the ball.
Look, this is so frustrating. Passing without any end product is just passing time.
Yamal. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Hasebe. Thuram has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Nesta gets it away. And it's Hasebe. And this is it's Ibrahimovic! Relentless! Just relentless! This day becomes absolutely perfect. Utterly ideal. Whoever is in his path, he will always find a way.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here.
Liverpool have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
Pullet, played out towards the right wing, and now the breakaway. Engages and forces him off the ball. Played through into space. He's got away. Shapes to shoot! Oh, terrific save. Yamal.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Can he get on the end of this? Marcelo kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. And this is Pullet.
Temps additionnel, 1 minute.
Not too much to add on here, just a minute. And that's that. Annecy cannot spin this any other way. They came up against opponents who were thrilling, at times unplayable, who simply brushed them off. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Well, look, it was very one-sided. Their players didn't turn up for the first half, and then it all went downhill.
Well, thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you.